Hey, today I wanted to offer just an encouraging word to parents about encouraging our kids. You know, one of the things that's easy for us to do with our kids, particularly with our teenagers, is to praise them and recognize them for their accomplishments. When they do something big, when they achieve some recommendation, when they achieve a medal or a trophy or a ribbon or some kind of big accomplishment that brings accolades with it, it's easy for us at those times to praise them, to tell them how proud we are of them. And I think certainly that's appropriate. We should encourage them and applaud and let them know how thrilled and excited we are for them when they do big things. They need to be recognized for that. But one of the things that may not come as easily or as naturally for us is to praise them and recognize them and commend them for their character qualities. Now, what I believe wholeheartedly, this has certainly been in the experience that I've had in my own family and with the families that I work with, is that it is far more important and goes much, much deeper in our kids' soul, in their spirit, in their mind, in their heart, when we commend and we recognize them for the character qualities that we see them exhibiting in their lives. When we see them stepping up in some way that, for those of us that are Christians, that really shows Christ-likeness, something that shows hard work ethic, something that shows them reaching out to others, being kind to others, they need to hear from us and be reinforced from us that that's the stuff we're really proud of. It's great to be able to excel in a sport or an activity or a band or whatever they're into, but it's far more important to their life development, their heart development, their spiritual development is the character that they exhibit as they live their lives. So, for example, you see over my shoulder here in the corner, there's a picture of my son back in, I think it was first grade when he was playing baseball. So it's great, you know, you got a kid playing baseball, it's great to cheer and applaud and tell them how awesome they are. They get a hit or they get a home run or they do something really wonderful in the game. But what I remember about that season in actually helping to coach my son's team and being a part of that, the thing that I made the biggest deal about that year was him playing catcher. It was a position that year several of the kids started and quit because it was hot. They had all the gear to put on and take off, and it was just a hassle, and no one wanted to do it. And after about 3 catchers into the season, after about 3 games, I asked my son if he'd be willing to give it a try. He said, okay, he tried out. And so he stuck with it for the rest of the season. And I told him, I don't know how many times during that season, regardless of your performance in the game, I'm so proud of you for having the strength and the commitment to your team to stick with this position. It just wasn't very fun. It was very difficult. It was frustrating. It was a lot of gear to have to deal with, but he stuck with it because he knew somebody needed to do it. Somebody needed to catch for the team. And so I made a big deal out of that I appreciated the teamwork, the attitude, the willingness to do something that wasn't fun because it was needed. So, you know, now, fast forward a few years, my son's a teenager and he's running cross country. Now, they've just started practice, haven't had a meet yet, so I have no idea how he'll actually perform this season in terms of his time. But I've already told him I'm so proud of him. It's one of these things he's excited about doing. He seems to be very diligent. He's training hard. He's working hard. And so I've told him I'm just so proud of him for what he's doing to show the commitment and the effort and the difficult physical discipline that, frankly, no one in our family has really modeled for him too much at this point. He's kind of setting the lead. And so whatever he does during the course of his meets over this season, I'm just so proud of him and want him to hear from me that he's doing hard work. He's doing something that's worthwhile. And so whether it's in athletics, whether it's in their schoolwork, whether it's in the kindness that your child, your son or daughter, your teenager shows to a friend or some other child or some other classmate, whether it's some measure of spiritual devotion that they show, it's some new discipline that they get into, be sure in the course of this school year that you look for and make the most of opportunities to tell your son or your daughter, you know what I'm really proud of in you? I'm proud of you for this, for doing this, for being this kind of person, not just for making this accomplishment. And I would encourage you as parents to get in your mind something for each of your kids in particular this year that you're looking for them to grow in. And every time you see them take even a little step in that direction, make sure to tell them, you know what, I'm so proud of you. I see you developing this in your life, and let them know what quality you see in them. That's something that they can carry with them throughout their adolescent years and into adulthood, and make a lot bigger difference than hooting and hollering whenever they bring home that ribbon from whatever they did. So just an encouraging word for us as parents to encourage our kids in the qualities in life that really matter most. Have a great day.